Americans so stupid? Why do you guys drink alcohol knowing it's bad for you? Majority of Americans drink.
Okay, I have a little confession, but sometimes when I'm in Scotland alone.
Is it just me, or are the Americans absolutely off their rockers? So
I've been really into gyms lately. I've been really into like the whole gym culture.
I was thinking today that America, so many people come up to me. Like, man.
Sometimes people do crazy things just to get attention, to go viral or simply for fun, and no one does it like Americans. TikTok is full of wild and funny videos that will leave you surprised. In this video, we are watching some of the craziest TikTok clips from the US and reacting to them with real emotions, from lying to being shocked. Get ready for your pure entertainment.
Okay, I have a little confession, but sometimes when I'm out in Scotland alone, I do not do this when I'm with my boyfriend, and I'm afraid that people are gonna judge my American accent before they, get to know me. I don't know how they would get to know me after this, but this is only for short interactions. This is not for long ones. I'm not people are listening. I'm not a total sociopath. But if someone's like, oh, here's your coffee, it's £2, I'll put in a little Scottish twang, or just be like, oh, thanks, or that doesn't even sound Scottish.
is it just me, or are the Americans absolutely off their rockers? So I am a sucker for a true crime documentary, right? And I've been watching a really good one on Netflix lately. It's called Unsolved Mysteries, and I've just been watching an episode now, and it was called The Mothman. And it's about people seeing sightings of this woman, right, putting my garbage out at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I seen this 8-foot figure with moth wings and red eyes. And people are taking this seriously. And it's not just one sighting of it, right? Multiples have seen this bloody creature. And then there's paranormal, investigators taking this deadly serious, okay? This is a thing. This is a creature that lives lives among us. Are the Americans absolutely fucking tapped in the head? Because, yeah, and there's not actually any photos of this thing existing. Now, if that was me, right, first thing I would do is take my fucking phone out and take a photo, wouldn't you? Or, yeah, tapped. Americans are tapped, seriously.
I've been really into gyms lately. I've been really into the whole gym culture. And I've been kind of on that side of TikTok. Tell me why. I just discovered what the fuck a lunk alarm is. Apparently, if you lift too much, the workers set off an alarm in gyms in America. What? You're telling me that the Equinox in fucking New York does that? Who in their right mind thought to themselves, you know what we're gonna do to discourage people from using weights that are too strong for them? We're gonna actually publicly humiliate them, because that's the best way to, facilitate healthy habits at gyms. I don't know, there's just something so boof about that.
Why are Americans so stupid? Why do you guys drink alcohol knowing it's bad for you? Majority of Americans drink alcohol, but do you not know that it destroys your liver, your brain, and makes you age faster? Plus, you spend the whole day, the day after, trying to recover. I'm not saying I'm any different. I'm like everyone else. I've decided to continue drinking alcohol, even knowing how bad it is for me. But the difference between me and you is that I'm protecting my body from alcohol, the same way as I'd put on a seatbelt if I was getting in the car. I mean, let's be honest. If you drink a load of water and electrolytes before you go to sleep, yeah, you might feel a bit better. Yeah, you might feel a little bit rehydrated, but it's not protecting your brain and your liver. Cheers after alcohol aid. Not only is this gonna make you feel better the day after drinking, but it's gonna protect your body from those damaging side effects of alcohol. What a concept, right? My mum told me about this stuff. She doesn't get any hangovers anymore. I take this stuff now. I don't get any hangovers anymore. I promise you now, I will never go out drinking again without taking this stuff. It's an absolute game changer. If you think I'm talking absolute shit, they've been on Shark Tank. Not only that, but 50% of their revenue comes from repeat customers. So you tell me. This is the easiest thing to take. You're not getting any powder out, mixing it with water. All you do is pop 3 of these in after your last drink before you go to bed. That's it, ready to go, on to the next. Oh, and I nearly forgot, this is the main thing. They offer a money back guarantee. So if you don't feel at least 50% better the day after taking these, they will give you your money back guaranteed, no questions asked. Ask me if I need my money back. No. Because they've got a sale on the TikTok shop right now, these literally come out to about $3 per night. So when you put it like that, if your relationship with alcohol will change forever, or you spend the same as it would cost to go to the movies, pay for some overpriced snacks, and your life carries on as normal. Check them out.
Okay, so they always try and say that us African American girlies aren't feminine, we're so hard knock and all this stuff. Yet when they see one in the flesh, aka they literally try and tear you down for it. Prime example, I was just at the gas station, and one thing about me is I love small talk, so I'm gonna kiki with whoever's around me and go on about my business. And that's exactly what I was doing with the clerk at the gas station. And the guy behind me, who had 2 cute little girls with him, when it was his turn, he went up there and I hear him tell the clerk, who was just enjoying my small talk, she talked too fucking much. And then the clerk had the nerve to agree with him. Like, but that goes to show you that they will try and tear you down for the same things that they say that you don't have. Does that make sense?
I went shopping yesterday in Aldi, and I walked in the door, and on the floor, as soon as I walked in, it looked like something had spilled everywhere and it was just left to dry. It was busy, there was tons of people, but it was just so dirty. I was just appalled. I went down the next aisle again, there was just dirt, there was trash everywhere, and I started thinking, like, what has happened to us? And it reminded me of the show that Tucker Carlson had done of Russia, and how nice the store was and how nice the products were and how affordable they were. And I thought, wow, we have fallen so far from the standard. And I think that we've just had the slow burn where none of us are really realizing that America is more and more looking like a third world country. What is going on?
Hello, everybody. I'm Anata from America. But I want the land of opportunity, so, I come and, think about moving here, checking it out, come to, New York, Big Apple, and I check into the hotel room, for the first night. And I get checked in, go up to my room, and, where I'm from, it's a little cold. I like it, have extra sheet on the bed. So, normally, I sleep with 2 sheet on the bed. And I noticed that they only have the 1 sheet, when I get to my room. So I go down to the front desk and I said, hey, I wanted 2 sheet. And the person said, go to the bathroom. I said, no, you don't understand. I wanted 2 sheet on the bed. And, the person said, you better not a sheet on the bed, you son of a bitch. And, how rude, right? So, but I go downstairs, thinking, okay, maybe get me a bite to eat. Go down to the little restaurant there. And, I have on the table, I have a, spoon, I have a knife, but I have no fork. So I look at the waitress and I said, hey, I wanted the fork. And she goes, well, everybody wants the fork, and I said, no, you don't understand. I wanted the fork on the table. And she said, you better not have your fork on the table, you son of a bitch. Oh, crazy people, right? I'm thinking I don't like America already. I'm ready to leave. I'm going back home. People are so rude. So, I go down to the stairs go downstairs to check out. And the man, after I pay the money, said, hey, peace to you. And I look at him and I say, peace on you too. Crazy Americans, I'm going. I'm bye. Goodbye. See you later.
I came across someone's page and it made me stop and really think for a second. They posted that they heard that Donald Trump had cancer, and then they actually said that they were praying for a quick progression, meaning they were praying for him to die of cancer. And this individual has a pretty big platform, I think like 10,000 followers. And I just want to say, not only will I be praying for Donald Trump, I'll be praying for this guy, because if you dislike the president so much that you would pray that he would die from cancer, you have a problem. Long live Donald Trump.
You guys, I am reporting in from America. We got the app back. We got the app back. I just went to go click it, muscle memory. For the past 12 hours, it's not letting any of us get on, and we're back on. I don't know what that was, what that little stunt was. I heard some of you guys missed us. Thank you. We missed you, but we're back. The Americans are back on TikTok. Oh my God.
You know, I was thinking today that, like, in America, so many people come up to me, like men come up to me, and they would just give me a compliment or something, like, I like your necklace or something, like very random stuff. And I was thinking that it's like so awesome, because in Australia I felt invisible, and it just was really hard to meet people because nobody really come up to you on the street. But in no way it's really safe, like you feel very, very safe in Australia, so. But I also kind of feel like I kind of admire it, because I think it takes so much, like it takes guts to come up to a girl, on the street or like in a grocery store or something. It's like it takes real guts to do, and it's just in the moment. So like people just try and meet other people, and I think it's great. The other thing though, like that you might feel unsafe sometimes here, so which is a downside of it. But like also, what do you think of this, like how big the pieces of cheese has to be? This is like my head size. What the, anyway.
That's it was today's videos. We saw some of the craziest and funniest things people do on TikTok just for fun, for likes, or sometimes for no reason at all. Whether it made you laugh, surprised you, or just made you say, what did I just watch? We hope you enjoy it as much as we did. If you liked the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun reactions. Let us know in the comments which clips was your favorite, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.